running the way we run. So for very sort of mundane reasons, I think iRobot isn't anywhere in our future. The other thing is we've discovered that, well, what else was in, how many of you have seen iRobot with Will Smith? Okay, so there was all the robots, obviously, but what else was in iRobot? Autonomously driving vehicles. Where are they? Where are they? Not really. Okay, so why did it, like, I had students writing about autonomous cars in 2010, saying they're just around the corner. And it turns out that when we've moved towards trying to do the procedural know-how, we encountered really complex, hard problems. Can we solve these problems? Yes. Are we really working on them right now? No. Okay, so there's a difference there. There's an important difference there. This means that our embodiment makes a significant difference to our cognition. Because you're embodied, you know the world in a powerful way. Now, none of you are swimming right now. At least, I hope not. Doesn't look like you are. Why not? Because you know where you are. You know you know what it's like to be here now in your state of mind and what the situation is. This is perspectival knowing. We use a metaphor from art. You're taking a perspective on the situation. This is, you have a state of mind that fits the situation, so you're properly oriented and you, right, notice the right things, and that noticing tells you which skills you should activate right now. That's your perspectival knowing. It's knowing what it is like to be you here now in your state of mind in this situation, knowing what it is like. Now, knowing what it is like is the quintessential feature of consciousness. Okay? What it is to be conscious is to have consciousness is to know what it is like. And it's bound up with how you're orienting, how you're paying attention, what are you finding salient and relevant, all of that. And you have consciousness. And you can take perspectives, and you can even take perspectives on your perspectives, and you can take other people's perspectives. You have perspectival knowing. And it has a different kind of memory associated with it. Very different. And we're not even clear if any other organisms have this. So remember when I asked you about cats or mammals? You couldn't tell. How many of you remember what you had for breakfast this morning? Put up your hand. Now, what did you do? Did you infer that? Or did you go back and have a little episode in your mind where you sort of see yourself, you go back into, listen to the language, you go back into the situation and you sort of see how you were seeing the situation and what it was like to be there. And there on your plate are the eggs or whatever. Oh, look, that's what I have. It's episodic memory, distinct. And its sense of realness isn't a sense of truth. It isn't a sense of power. It's a sense of being present, being in a situation. Right? Now, you do something really interesting with your perspectival knowing. You have a particular kind of anticipation associated with your perspectival knowing and your episodic memory. You can do mental time travel. You can imagine the future and imagine yourself in the past. You can even imagine yourself in possibility space. Bertrand Russell once said, no matter how eloquently a dog barks, it can't tell you that its parents were poor but hardworking. Okay, you can do mental time travel. You can even travel into possibility. That means we all do this thing. We string the episodes together and we string the possibilities together and we string the past and the future together and we create an autobiography that we're constantly writing that extends our sense of agency out like this. And we become a temporally extended being in this way. It means that's why narrative matters to you. Have you ever noticed how much narrative like, first of all, narrative seems natural to you, but it's not. It's not natural because we practice it all day long, all day long. You meet somebody, tell me about yourself. Well, I'm about 5'10", I'm 180, my no, that's not what people want to hear. They want to hear your story. You come home from work, you meet your beloved. How was your day? Well, my heart beat this many times, and I remember. No, no, no. Now we got the bloody apps. Some might say that, but until very recently, this is the story of my day.